Hey guys, this is Second Reprouction, aka number 4673, and I'm back in the Second Reproduction Part 2. And yes, this is another screen, I know. And let me tell you what happened. I recorded 15 minutes of Second Reproduction, and then it got deleted. And then I brutally closed my computer, and my computer is mad at me the entire day. And now I am finally online again, ready to play. And sadly, I don't want to play all the things through. I just played and not much happened, so I'm just going to explain quickly. What happened was me, Christina, and Lisette, I'm pointing on Lisette, you can't see that, were on our way to the Prince Goddess castle, and we hid in a barrel and smuggled ourselves into the castle. We threatened the maid, and she told us where Goddess was. We came into the room where Goddess was doing stuff with a girl. That sounded weird. And we started fighting him. Goddess was so much stronger than us, and we didn't know what to do. So then we finally realized that we will not come out here alive if we have to fight with all we got, and that is where we are. With this beautiful piece of soundtrack. This is amazing. I am so in love with this soundtrack, you don't even know. Alright. Princess. Oh, I've forgotten all the voices. Sadness. Sorry, Lisette. I guess I can't keep my promise after all. Yeah! I threw away my tactics and gambled everything on my speed. I dashed forward, sword outstretched, hitting straight for the Demon Lord's chest. I was going to kill him, even if it killed me in the process. Turn to ashes. Princess! Ow! So you're still alive after all that? How interesting. Maybe you're resistant to magic. I can understand. What had just happened? I thought through Goddess' words, desperately looking for clues, but all I had to feel was an agonizing pain pulsing through my body. The pain from the impact. That's right, something hit me. Before I got the chance to touch him, an invisible force had thrown me backwards and slammed my body against the wall. I forced myself to stand up, my joints screaming in agony, and my head desperately attempting to join the dots. Never seen magic activate without an incarnation before. High-level demons such as myself draw circles and chant the lines in our minds instead. Did you really think you'd be safe if you never gave me the chance to speak? How foolish. No, incantations. How dare you! With the Demon Lord's back to him, Lisette grabbed his chance and rushed forward, but inches before the tip of his blade brushed against Goddess, the demon evaded and countered with a heavy blow. You monster! If by monster you mean a hideous, pitiful creature, then surely you're referring to yourself. Princess, run away! Leave him to me! You can avenge me when you get stronger! He cried out as he parried Goddess' sword, his back to me. Don't be ridiculous! There's no way I can just leave you, my knight, my best friend, and just run away! Lisette paused. I couldn't see his expression, but Goddess could, and an unpleasant smirk floated onto the demon's lips. So his son could. Shut up! Unnerved, Lisette's Goddess stepped on a minefield. Unnerved, Lisette's skills rapidly something. Goddess. Words had shaken him, and his rage rendered his own attacks chaotic. I tried to call out to him, but it was too late. Goddess quickly slipped beside him and smashed the hilt of his sword until Lisette's hand fell off. There wasn't any blood, but his bones were undoubtedly bruised. Unable to withstand the pain, Lisette let his sword fall to the floor with a clatter. Goddess didn't miss his chance and punched Lisette hard in the stomach. His cape-covered back bent horribly. Did you really think you could defeat me like that? You underestimated me. Ignoring his agony, Lisette struggled to his feet and tried to straighten his posture. Goddess, however, had Had other ideas and grabbed the knight by the throat, lifting him onto his tiptoes. Well, why aren't you doing anything, Christina? I think it would be a great time to go and save your friend that your friend-zoned. It was nothing short of a nightmare. With just one hand, Goddess had lifted up a fully grown man with utmost ease. His smile felt ruthless and cruel, yet captivatingly beautiful. He could have snapped Lisette's neck in two that instant, but instead he chose to squeeze, taking a sadistic pleasure in the knight's agonized expression. As he squeezed harder and harder, his sharp claws caught on Lisette's fragile skin and sent a rich crimson drop trickling down his neck. Lisette! Say, if I offered to save your life in exchange for hers, do you think the princess would agree to? Just kill me. I'd rather die than be a burden on her. How noble. A knight who would sacrifice himself for his princess. This is really getting interesting. How much will you get in return, I wonder? I'm dying to know. You scum! What a gratifying thing to say. You've certainly lived up to my expectations, both of you. You entertain me plenty. So I think I'll reward you. What are you? Why don't we make a contract, oh brave knight of the princess? No! Stop! It's a magical device. If either you or the princess dare to leave my kingdom, then you, her beloved knight, will disappear. Disappear? Why, I changed my mind. It might be fun keeping a champion knight as a pet. Stop joking around! Remove it right now! Goddess gave a satisfied smile, amused by my worry. Yes, your highness, right this instant. Idiot. As if I'd do that. However, I'm a nice person. I'll let you stay in my castle in the meantime, as long as you don't try to escape, of course. What? While you're here, feel free to assassinate me as many times you want. I'll never get bored. It's like killing two birds with one stone, right? A wonderful idea. Idiot. Don't underestimate me. Sparing me now means I'll kill you later. Not to mention, if I just abandoned my knight and escape, I could leak everything I know about your kingdom. My, aren't you a kind little Miss Champion for going all out of your way to warn me? Well, you can run away if you want, but the moment you leave, your dear friend will go poof. You put on a splendid show tonight. Keep up the good work. Wait! Are you trying to run away? I've had my share of children's games. If you want to play in my bed too, you need to grow up a bit. What? Leaving that utterly shameless line, Goddess strolled out of the door and disappeared into the corridor. We were finally alone, and neither I nor Lisette could move a muscle. I was dumbfounded by the fact that Goddess completely outstripped me in my turns of combat, and regret swirled in my heart over what happened to Lisette. I clenched my fists and punched the floor, cracks shooting across the dry surface. Wow, she is strong. My deepest apologies, Your Highness. I am your knight, yet I've become nothing but a burden. I was struck by the change in his voice. For him, the shame was worse than death. Seeing him blame himself like that made my chest ache. That's right. As his princess, I need to pull myself together. Princess, please allow me to redeem myself through death. Don't be an idiot. Why would I want you to do that? But it's not your fault. Not only did I, as a champion, fail to defeat the demon lord, I couldn't even protect my subordinate. I'm the only one you should blame. No, you're wrong. It's my... I stopped Lisette's agitated reply by raising my hand and slowly pulled myself up against the wall. The crescent moon smirked at us from the window, reminding me of that man's horrid smile. Staring at the moon, I rubbed the blood off my lips and said, "We haven't finished yet. Lisette, Do you still remember our promise? Eh? I vowed not to let you die, remember? No matter what happens, I'm going to save you. Princess. He's underestimating us. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. He'll let his guard down eventually, and we'll use that chance to get him. We'll defeat that man and go home again, together. I love how she sounds so much more badass and manly than he does. But I just feel like that voice suits her so much, like a powerful woman voice, and I just thought that voice suited him because he's kind of useless. I don't like this set. I'm sorry. I don't really like him. He's just that guy who got friend-zoned. I know getting friend-zoned hurts, but still, he's no. I smiled at him, showing my resolution. It was hard to keep myself standing, my legs wobbly and my arms shaking. In the pale blue moonlight, a flash of bitterness flew across Lisette's face for a moment, but his expression quickly relaxed and turned into a gleeful smile. For a moment, I mistook his expression for sorrow, but it was probably just a trick of the demon's moonlight. Yes, Princess. And just like that, Lisette and I stepped into a war without any reinforcements and filled with utter despair. Scheiße, Liza. I could just stop saying that. What does that say? Oh, it's opening time, I think. Well, you're not gonna watch that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you will have to wait till the opening's over. Bye! Right, okay. It was a good opening, but I wouldn't recommend watching it if you don't like CG spoilers. I was kind of sad that there were so many CG spoilers, but anyways. Why? No. Why would I want to skip this scene? Why isn't it a matter of course? Oh God. There's no such thing as God. Somebody save me, please. There's nothing here but death. I had no idea who was talking right there. Princess! Princess! A dream? Are you alright, Princess? You look like you were having a bad dream. Yeah, a really odd dream. It's probably because I'm still nervous. I'm not surprised. This isn't the most comforting place to rest after all. Lisette forced a smile as she spoke, though the light streaming from the window made it hard to see. It had to be around mid-afternoon, judging from the sun's position in the sky. The room was already beautifully furnished, and the natural light added to its glamour. I couldn't believe I'd slept so well in the enemy territory. I was bolder than I thought. Sorry, I was only taking a quick rest. I didn't think I'd fall asleep. It's fine. We haven't had many opportunities to sleep on proper beds recently, so you should sleep while you can. Well, what about... I'm fine, don't worry about me. But you were badly injured last night. How can I not worry about you? That's why I told you to sleep alongside me. I can't do something that curt. What? Didn't we sleep side by side on the way here? What's the problem? It's different on a bed. Enemy territory is enemy territory regardless of whether we're sleeping on dirt or in the sheets. Or in sheets. Anyway, why are you holding back? We're close enough friends, aren't we? This isn't about me holding back. Then what is it? Tell me already. I'll be honest then, Princess. I'm a man. Well, yeah, you don't look like a girl to me. That's not what I meant. Oh, so you're holding back because I'm a girl. In that case, don't worry about it. I don't mind. I see. You don't mind after all. Are you feeling alright? Do you still feel tired? I guess I do feel a bit tired all of a sudden. Well, you'll have to wait until tonight. Right now, we've got to think of a way to defeat you-know-who. Voldemort. You're right. He hasn't come after us since the fight. He even gave us a room of our own. He's got to be planning something. But what? I have absolutely no idea. Is he an Hindemist, a complete idiot, terrifyingly clever? Whatever it is, we mustn't let our guard down. Right, okay, I'm finally back. There was a very attention-craving cat that wanted to sit on me. And yeah, now I gave in after a while, and I'm sorry if she's a bit noisy or steps up on the computer. She's not allowed to do that though. Say hi, Neela. Can you say hi to the people out there? Can you hear her? I don't think you can. Alright, give me 3 seconds. We're gonna be there then. I will entertain you while looking at my phone and writing I'm not ready to do stuff. There we go. And now I'm gonna go. I forgot the voices because I hate myself. Right. There we go. What in the world is he planning? After a failed attempt on his life, Goddess offered to let us stay in his castle. We decided that oh, come on! We decided that listening to his advice was a bad idea, though. Not to mention, we'd be staying right in the heart of our enemy's headquarters. After waiting for the stiffness in my legs to fade, Lisette and I decided to head over to the throne room. But right at that moment, good morning. Oh, that was so weird. A female half-demon gave us a hearty welcome as she strolled into the room with a gleeful smile on her face. Apparently she's a servant here in the castle. She had long maroon hair with matching eyes. Wrapped around her curvy body was a simple pale red dress. Her snowy white skin left an elegant impression on us. You. We actually met before. She escorted us to her room after Goddess left. She was just as lively last night as she was now. We didn't even get a chance to refuse back then. She just pushed us into the room. Are you trying to trick us? We won't let our guard down, you know. Huh? That's what you're trying to do, right? There's no way you demons would ever be this kind to a champion. I did it. Don't text me. I did it because I like you a lot. I like you. I like you both a lot. Why? Well, you kept your promise back then and didn't kill me, so I found myself thinking, whoa, so this is what you call a champion. Back then. Oh dear, you don't remember me? I'm the woman who gave you directions to Lord Goddess' room. Gave us directions? Ah, you're the woman we tied up. Now you go down after begging me to get up. Now you go down. Great, I'm sorry. That's right. I love the way you guys tied me up, or what? Well, Lisette's the one who tied her up. Then what are you here for? Oh, that's right, I came to call you. Lord Goddess has invited you both to the throne room. He did. So he finally made his move, huh? What for? I don't know, that's all he said. Princess. After sleeping on it, he decided to end this farce after all. Maybe he's planning on torturing us to death in front of a big crowd. I don't know, but searching all over the castle for him takes too much time and energy, so we might as well go along with it for now. I nodded to a nervous Lisette, then returned my gaze back to the woman. Then please, show us the way, Miss, Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Korea, there we go. I'm Korea. I hope we can get along from now on, okay? Yeah. Korea's overfamiliarity unnerved me, but we kept following her regardless. Stop that. Did you sleep well last night? Just fine. Then that's great. It didn't sound like she was making fun of us. Maybe she really was genuinely pleased about it. Never thought there'd be a day when a demon would worry about me. Stop texting me! Stop texting me! It is noisy. Alright. If she knew our true intentions, what would she say? Would she still escort us to Goddess? I thought about it as we walked. Do you feel any calmer? Why is everything just happening? Do you feel any calmer? Huh? You don't need me to take me hostage. Just you can see there's no one else in the castle. Her words shot through me like an arrow. I couldn't help but gulp. Trying to disguise my nerves, I kept my voice steady and asked, there aren't many servants in the castle, are there? That's right. Lord Goddess keeps a few servants by as few servants by his side as he can. So that's why there's barely anyone here. That had to be why the place felt so creepy last night. But isn't that a little irresponsible? Well, Lord Gaddis is very strong after all. Someone ought to tell him that what overconfidence usually leads to. It's not overconfidence. He just keeps his own abilities in mind. His Majesty even orders us to guide whoever invades the castle straight to him. What? Well, like I said, His Majesty himself orders it. Why would he? In this day and age, the world of light isn't a safe place for us demons to live in. Lots of people in the castle means lots of cannon fodder and for the champions to hack through. Imagine how last night would have gone if the castle was full. The more we resist, the more blood gets shed. So he's doing all that for the sake of his servants. Oh, that was Christina. To us demons, His Majesty is a noble and kind king. Demons? Kind? Don't make me laugh, is what I'd normally say. But that'd be inappropriate considering the situation. Not to mention, denying it wouldn't explain why Korea's escorting us to Goddess despite knowing our true intentions. For the first time since I got here, I began to notice a gap in the logic I've been brought up with. Anyway, we're here now. I'll be taking my leave. She gave a polite bow and left. As I watched her leave, I found myself lost for words. She almost seemed human. Lisette's murmur only increased the weight in my chest. Weren't demons a savage race who did nothing but fight and indulge themselves? I've been taught that since birth, but just a brief conversation with Korea, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that fucking name, was enough to tell me that the reality did not to my textbooks. If so, then no, she's probably just special. I guess. No, I can't admit it. I suppressed the thought back into the bottom of my heart and placed my hand against the door. Yeah, these people. You're late, oh champion who has inherited the nostalgic title. God has spread his arms out dramatically on both sides of the red carpet. Between us and the demons stood two lines of strong men. So he was planning on making a show out of us. I bit my lower lip and glared at Goddess, a demon who was sitting nonchalantly upon his throne. My speed might just be enough to... I decided to take a gamble. At the very least, I could reduce the number of soldiers they could use in the near future when the Alliance army struck. Much better than dying than a sitting duck. So I threw my sword. Everyone, this is an order. I forbid all of you from harming this champion. She is my guest, he declared with a clear voice and regal attitude to the crowd. What? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Alright, you may leave. Please excuse us. Please excuse us. Sorry. The men hesitated at first, but then soon all bowed their heads obediently to their lord. That display of loyalty reminded me of knights. No one objected to the idea of treating a human, a champion even, their own enemy as a guest. What on earth are you planning? You let us live in your castle, treat us like guests. But doesn't this make your job easier, oh mighty champion? Give it a rest! Looking down on us is just... Oh, so you'd rather my loyal retainers chopped you into little pieces? I didn't know champions were such masochists. But I tried to. Yes or no, I'm not stupid enough to forget that. Then why? Didn't I tell you? You're my new favorite toy, and I can't break you yet. I want to play with you some more. A demon lord who sacrifices his life for a toy. Huh? How laughable. Don't worry, I'm an adult who knows how to play with his toys. I'm not a child like you. You bastard! You better stop! You cretin! How dare you disrespect the princess? Yes, her femininity is below 0, but she's already 18 years old. Lisette, do you want me to stab you first? You barely lived 18 years, and you think you're the best thing to have ever graced this earth? Ridiculous. Living longer doesn't make you any better. Well, that's true too. Ha! I was expecting a snarky reply, but instead Goddess just closed his eyes and looked unusually gloomy. It wasn't the kind of expression I would expect from a demon lord. I couldn't help but stare. Goddess was startled for a brief moment, suddenly noticing my gaze, but then he waved his hand, implying he was just fooling around. He opened his mouth to speak, but... Lord Goddess! What is it? A pale demon suddenly ran into the room. He was sweating heavily, and his clothes looked dirty and disheveled. It looked like he had something extremely important to tell Goddess. Tragedy has befallen the West Borders yet again, Your Highness. By fall of the champions, Lord Reville has rushed to the scene, and things have settled down for the moment. But if this continues, we might have to bring the villagers to the capital. I see. I'll leave it to you then. I will see the villagers for myself later. Yes, my lord. After accepting his orders, the man gave a courteous bow. As he left, I caught a glimpse of his determined expression. He seemed totally different to the pale man he was a few moments ago. Both he and the retainers seemed to hold a lot of trust in the demon lord Goddess. Didn't he say things were settling down? Why are you still going? I only believe things when I see them for myself. Well, I'm going to simply remind myself how ruthless you humans can be. Maybe if you saw the scene for yourself, you could understand which side is in the wrong. You're saying a despicable demon like you is a man of justice? Don't make me laugh! So those who violate our women and slaughter our children are in the right? Truly a noble idea you have there. Champions may take the lives of demons, but we will never rape or slaughter the innocent. We're not that cruel. So taking their lives isn't a problem. The very existence of your race is sinful. We champions exist to carry out the will of God and pass His judgment onto you. Just as I finished, my body sized up in terror. Goddess replies had always been sarcastic and playful before, but now his expression froze me to the core. It felt like the air itself would freeze over as he narrowed his dust-covered eyes. He didn't say a word. He didn't even snarl. He just glared at me. I could feel the full force of his anger. It was absolutely terrifying, 10 times worse than a raw fury. Cold sweat trickled down my body and my breathing became difficult. I have to end the episode here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!